Hey there, Aries. Thank you for tuning into my channel and welcome to your tarot card reading for August 2023. This reading taps into the fiery energy of Leo season. Once I lay out the cards, I'll identify their positions, go through their meanings, and do some clarifications. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and to leave behind for others whatever does not. And at the end of the reading, I will close off with a couple of oracle cards. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so first we see what's being illuminated this month. You have the Knight of Swords. Second, we look at the influences, the Hanged Man. Third, we see what you can face head on, Two of Pentacles. Fourth, we explore what's at the heart of the situation, Ace of Wands. Fifth, we identify values or perspectives to reflect on. We have the Five of Swords. And finally, we reveal the potential action to take or the outcome. You have the King of Pentacles. The influencing energy of this reading, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So this could deal with your beliefs, certain ways of traditionally doing things, a sense of structure. So let's take a look at this Knight of Swords that is being illuminated this month. So this is also a card of thinking, beliefs. It can be a sense of taking action on something. And the influence here, we have the Hanged Man. So it might feel like lately you've not been taking action, you've been prevented from taking action, you've had to make some sacrifices, and this concept of facing something head on, the Two of Pentacles, indicates like you have the ability to juggle a couple of things, balance a couple of possibly opposing forces. So if you're trying to figure out a plan of action to do A or B, seems like you can do a bit of both. How to get something done. It seems like, to consider some responsibilities versus having fun, work-life balance. Those are things to consider as well. At the heart of the situation with the Ace of Wands, it seems like there might be a new opportunity, new passion, something that is really kind of stimulating this active energy here. With values and perspectives to reflect on with the Five of Swords, it does indicate maybe thinking about something you rushed into too quickly, jumped to conclusions in the past, maybe didn't know when to kind of, let things be. And it also could kind of indicate like how you want to be seen by others. Do you want to be seen as being on top? Do you want to be right? Or do you want to take the high road? Do you want to be seen as someone who is concerned about others versus more concerned about how others think of them? And with the King of Pentacles being the potential action to take or the outcome, if there is some type of job opportunity or endeavor, this could indicate the outcome of it being successful financially, a lot of material abundance. It also could indicate actually putting in the hard work, taking the steps necessary, following through on your word, following through on schedules and plannings to make it happen, and also to kind of possibly take things slowly. So let's do some clarification of these cards. So let's find out with this Knight of Swords what's being illuminated, if we can find out what this pertains to. We have here Ace of Cups. So this could pertain to how you are approaching a new romance, possibly communicating with someone. We have here the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant and the Four of Swords again. So not again, but with the Hangman, it's a sense of like delay. With the Four of Swords, it's also a sense of kind of needing time out and delay. And with the Hierophant, kind of a sense of like structure. So it could be, you know, for some of you, you want to move forward and talk to someone you're interested in, maybe kind of doing something that is like more traditional, like whatever traditional means to you, like for example, needing to wait a certain amount of time to respond to a text, or needing to have someone say they love you before you say you love them, those types of things. So let's take a look at the influences here with the Hangman. The Hangman is interesting. It's about seeing things from another perspective when you feel like things are kind of going slowly. It might be like the universe is causing a delay for you so that you have time to reflect, especially with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords kind of just wants to jump in there, might not have a great plan of action, might not know how to follow through. They just kind of want to make it happen. And with the Hangman here, it's just a different perspective, making sure that the ego isn't the primary thing that is prioritized, that it's also like something coming from the heart. Five of Swords is also a concept with the ego. So let's see about this Hangman here. We have the Devil. Okay. Interestingly, at the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance, which is another card of like patience and delay. So with the Devil and the Hangman, it is kind of indicating, you know, there's possibly a routine that you might fall into. It might be a tendency to go with something superficial, something that just feels good in the moment, something that is like deals with what's just on the surface and not necessarily what's kind of at the heart of what's going on here. But let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles to see what you can face head on. It's almost a sense of maybe like reprioritizing certain things. We have here the Queen of Pentacles. This is a card of like self-care, self-love, actually like being in touch with your senses and not only, you know, nurturing connections with other people, but with yourself and really being generous. So maybe, you know, what to face head on is kind of like, what is it that you're balancing here? What is it like if there's an either or situation? What is it that, you know, maybe it's like a give and take situation. And interestingly, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands and Strength, which is the card for Leo season. Queen of Wands is also like this fiery energy. So it's kind of like the back and forth is more like taking action, making things happen, and being like more on the receiving end, being receptive as well, or more like active and passive. So let's take a look at this Ace of Wands. Like, this is what is the heart, the situation. Ace of Wands, definitely fiery energy, being active, kind of going after what you want. So I'll note that from July 22nd to September 3rd, so all of August, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, attraction, passion, that will be retrograde. So basically, this can show up as like questioning how you're moving forward in something, reflecting on relationships, rethinking your passions, figuring out, what puts the pep in your step. So with the Ace of Wands, we have the Two of Swords. Again, that concept of like moving forward and then just stuck. Like just, I wouldn't say a delay. It's almost like a intentional delay because either a decision isn't being made or more information is being sought. The bottom of the deck, we have King of Swords and Two of Wands. So this concept of like twos, even in the Devil, you've got the concept of twos going on here. King of Swords is about making decisions, again, without feeling. Kings are, well, not totally without, I would say with less feeling involved. Kings are associated with the element of air, and so are swords. So it's double air, double active energy, so taking action, making decisions. And then Two of Wands is kind of like, well, it's considering one or the other, you or them, this or that. And Two of Wands, it's kind of being in a comfort zone or stepping outside of it. So here with the Five of Swords, this is identifying values, perspectives to reflect on. This might kind of give you a hint of what's going on. So the Hierophant is the fifth major arcana card. Five of Swords here. Fives indicate chaos, conflict, instability. So let's see here in reflecting on this value perspective, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is, and at the bottom we have the King of Swords and Two of Wands again. So what's interesting about the King of Pentacles is they are the slowest king or the most stubborn king. They've taken a lot of action, but they're kind of set in their ways. Like the Hierophant, there's a sense of structures here. So maybe Aries, there's a indication for you to kind of take a look at how you might be stuck in your way, or kind of with the Five of Swords, this is kind of like being a bully, or just like kind of going overboard a bit. So if you have a tendency to be kind of impatient, impulsive, it might be this need to kind of slow down and figure out why. So let's see about the potential action to take or the outcome with this King of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about assessments. So kind of figuring out like what it is you are investing in, it's like perhaps there's something that you're expecting to happen or wanting to happen quickly, but it's taking time, and maybe you need to invest more into it. And ultimately it's kind of like a fast and slow kind of thing. And at the bottom of the deck here we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight. And it's not necessarily about reaching the finish line, doing what's exciting or what is kind of flashy or daring. It's about kind of sticking to what you said you were going to do, sticking with the plan, doing the hard work and following through. Let's see what's underneath it. Eight of Pentacles. So this could have to do with work. Maybe you're taking a position, a new job, new role, and you're wanting things to move faster, but really there's time, kind of like needing to reassess some things about, dealing with instability and dealing with conflict when things aren't really clear. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close off with a couple of oracle cards. So I'm going to pull a card from the Lover's Oracle and the Sign of the Times for insight on your love life or something that you're working towards. So here we have, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And key opportunity. So what's interesting about this key opportunity is like making sure you're prepared and, you know, not using that key to try to force open every door, but like recognizing that you're on the right path and that the opportunity will present itself when the time is right. And with this, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. This could be within your own heart. Like, see what's within your own heart and figure out if this is, you know, if this is something that you want to pursue with your heart. Or it could be like, if this is a love relationship, maybe not necessarily worrying about making things happen and really recognizing like a sense of security and just, you know, enjoying the process. So Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. I'll see you next time. Take care.